Hey, welcome to the Uncomfortable is Okay show. My name is Chris Desmond, and this is the place where we make you better at doing hard stuff. Now, the series that we started off last week, as I said, I am writing a short-ish strategy booklet in regards to some of the best strategies that I've found to help you get out of your comfort zone. So I wanted to talk through a few of them over the coming weeks and months. So this one is a strategy called forcing functions. And what is it? A forcing function is locking something in advance to force yourself to do it or to go through the uncomfortable preparation process. It might be booking an athletic endeavor like a race or an event, or agreeing to give a talk at a certain date, or just agreeing to meet up with a mate to do something tough. And the act of agreement to some future event forces you to put in the preparation and then show up on the day. It gives you that extra layer of accountability to get it done. So where do you apply it in life? And this strategy is usually applied to the medium to long term. Booking something a couple of weeks or months in advance that you know is beyond your current level of capacity and capability, and is going to require some reasonably significant work to get you there. Having this as a forcing function means that you are more likely to do the work. And this strategy can also be applied in the short-ish term. So things like calling up a friend and booking an adventure with them that afternoon or on the weekend also works as a forcing function. And this is often going to help you do something uncomfortable, but the event itself in that shortish term is not usually something that's beyond your current limits. So myself, I tend to use this strategy more in a medium to long term capacity. So the strategy in action. All the people who set New Year's resolutions to get fit or get better at a skill would actually find themselves much more successful if they used a forcing function alongside that resolution. When they book something to test the skill that they're working on, there's the added incentive to keep going when the work gets hard, rather than giving up 3 weeks in like so many other New Year's resolutions. And when I wanted to test myself with long distance running, I used a forcing function. I booked my spot in the Wu 2K, which is the Wellington Urban Ultra Marathon. It's a 62 kilometre race around the hills of Wellington, including about 3 kilometres of elevation that you gain over the course of the race. And this was my first ultra marathon that I'd ever done. I'd done a couple of marathons beforehand. And booking in this event, which is definitely the hardest thing that I've ever done physically, forced me to push what I thought were my physical limits. I had to get out on the trails for multiple hours at a time to train. There were times during that training that I just wanted to lie down and stop pretty much. But I had to keep going to get ready for the race, but also to get home as well from that run so I could actually lie down and stop. If I hadn't had the event to push myself for, I definitely wouldn't have put in as much preparation or as many kilometres as I did in training. And picking this event where there were other people competing also helped me to push myself on the day. Ultramarathoners are a bit of a weird bunch, but they're by and large a friendly and supportive bunch as well. So the old lady that just trotted past me at 35 kilometres in the race told me to keep going. That helped. The guy that shared his jet plane lollies at the 50 kilometre mark helped as well. And the dude that I went up the tip track with helped as well. The tip track is 3.5 k's of just punishing uphill that you hit at the marathon mark, and then when you get to the top you turn around and run back down that 3.5 k's, which is just hell on the quads. And funnily enough, even though I thought I was at my limits, I still had enough left inside me to pick up the pace for the last couple of 100 meters and even force myself into a smile. So why does this work? The simplest answer is that it forces you to put in the uncomfortable work. Having this future event looming over you makes the discomfort of each small part of your training pale in comparison. It creates the external accountability for you to do what needs to get done, no matter how uncomfortable it is in the moment. And without this accountability, when the going gets tough in the preparation phase, you're much more likely just to walk away. So get out there this week, try out using a forcing function, book something in for yourself in advance. Love to hear what it is, love to hear how you go with it, and sing out if I can help out in any way, help you apply this strategy. If you have found this is helpful, make sure to share it out with your mates, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would get some benefit from using strategies like these. Hopefully the strategy booklet will be out within the next 6 months. I'm currently working on that, as I said. But thank you all so much for getting uncomfortable with me today.